Okay, good morning. So I am starting this prep vlog off by going up to my apartment gym and doing my first round of cardio. I'm just going to do some incline walking. I usually turn on a podcast on YouTube that I can watch, or I do just like a YouTube video. I take a towel and I actually cover up the time because it really helps me mentally to not see the time on the treadmill when I'm going. That's just something recently I've started doing. It just like mentally helps me get through the session. My cardio is pretty high right now, but it's temporary, and I feel like as I see my body change, it's like the cardio, it doesn't get easier, but it becomes a little bit mentally more easier because I'm like seeing my body change and I'm knowing that the cardio is worth it. So I'm gonna start my day off and go and do that. I've been up for a little bit, for a while. I naturally usually start work pretty early, like in the 6 o'clock hour, do a little bit of work, and now I'm headed up to the apartment gym to do round 1 of cardio. Okay, so cardio, round 1, done and dusted on the treadmill. I have been doing that kind of routine every morning where I, like, first thing in the morning, I wake up. Usually I do a couple client emails, and then I head upstairs to my apartment gym and I do my first round of cardio on the incline treadmill. It's been working pretty well. And then I will do my Peloton bike here probably pretty soon. Usually I do it like in the afternoon. So wanted to show you guys something I just got in the mail though, really quickly. So before I show you guys this, so I am going to show you, I ordered some jewelry through my sponsor, the Shoe Fairy. And first off, before I show you guys this, I do want to preface by saying I have a pretty decent amount of past videos where I talk about like my show day must-haves and what, you know, as a bikini competitor you want for show, like some of my personal favorites. So you can go back and find those because I do get questions about like if I can talk about that stuff, and I've made videos before about that. So let me just show you guys though what I ordered for jewelry. So with that being said, it came, okay, so my jewelry, I already opened the box, but it came in this like really cute little pink box, and it was wrapped like this. It was super cute. Okay, so now besides the point, let me show you guys what I got for jewelry. So I ordered a bracelet, a ring, and earrings, and that's typically what I suggest for most bikini competitors at the minimum. I mean, you can do 2 bracelets if you want, but I would say a bracelet, a ring, and earrings. That's pretty simple and straightforward in what you need. So I ordered a bracelet. I really like this one too. I've never worn a bracelet like this, so I really like this. So I got the bracelet. And then I also got earrings because earrings are super important. Fun fact, I almost forgot to put on my earrings one time at a show. Had a little bit of a panic attack because I left them in my hotel room, but it was all good. So I've got earrings, so got some long dangly earrings. And then I got a ring. So it's a pretty ring. I've actually never worn a ring like this on stage. So that's what I got from the Shoe Fairy. For those of you that don't know, the Shoe Fairy does carry jewelry, so you can use my discount code if you're interested in purchasing. I mean, they also make the best heels, and if you are a bikini competitor and you don't have a pair of the Shoe Fairy heels, these are going to be the ones I wear on stage. These are the strappy Olympian 2.0s, and I absolutely love them because I actually really like the shoes without the strap on top because I can just slide in and out. So I'm going to be wearing these when I do get on stage. These will be my heels. So I just wanted to show you guys that since I just got that in the mail. All right, reporting back to you guys. So now we are doing a Peloton class to finish up my cardio. So I have only been doing 30 minutes of Peloton. That's kind of my max with my cardio right now for like Peloton purposes. Peloton to me is a little bit higher impact, so I'm trying not to do any more than that on my Peloton because I am watching my inflammation. So I am going to turn this bad boy on, let it turn on. I'm gonna pick a class with, I'm sorry, for any of you OCD people, this watch is probably like bugging you guys so much, but I'm gonna pick a class, I'm gonna do that. And it's about a couple hours later since I did my first round of cardio, but I do like to front load cardio, and I don't like to do cardio at night because if I leave cardio to have to do at night, I find that I resent it, or I don't look forward to it all day. Like I think about it all day. So that's why I like to get my cardio done. I do different, like 2 rounds, but I do it mostly at the beginning of the day. That way I don't have to stress about it at night. So we're gonna get to town on this and I will catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, cardio crushed. It was a little bit of a tough one. Honestly, you guys, I'm gonna do more of like a prep update in this video. I'll share actually my response from my coach because it really made me happy. But these past 2 days, I have been really hungry, and I can honestly say that hunger hasn't been a huge issue for me thus far in prep. Like, I've been hungry, but I've just been able to manage it. But I've been really hungry, and I can feel like when I get to a certain level of leanness, like the hunger kicks in, and I can just kind of feel myself like, so this is gonna sound weird. I don't feel myself shrinking, but I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, you can feel your body just getting leaner and leaner, and I'm like hungrier and hungrier. But I always remind myself, I'm like, all right, if you go back to my videos a couple months ago, you guys know that I was struggling with a lot of issues like with my gut and my thyroid, and I would have killed to feel this way. So I am definitely very grateful for the fact that my body is responding really well. So now I am getting situated and getting ready for a live that I'm gonna do for my clients in our Facebook group. So just figured I would share that little tidbit. Your girl is hungry today, but I am really thankful, weirdly enough, to feel hungry, because I know old me a few months ago would have like absolutely killed to feel this way. You guys, I am headed to the gym right now, but I'm so excited. Guess what? I say that like you guys can answer. No, you can't. But guess what? So pumped because I got my thyroid labs done 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Because for those of you who have followed along, you guys know I had this like long, extensive, annoying like thyroid gut journey a couple months ago. So I get my thyroid labs about every few months now, just to make sure that they're, you know, that they're okay. And I got them last time I got them was in end of March, so we're now here almost end of May, about 2 months later, and they were improving a lot in March from where they were in January, and I got them back today and they have improved even more, which is so awesome and miraculous. You know, because essentially, like, also sometimes I think that in contest prep, you know, sometimes blood work doesn't always get better. It may stay the same, but it usually doesn't get better when you're getting this lean. But the fact that my thyroid has like improved everything, like TSH, T3 uptake, T4, like I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go to the gym. That gave me some fuel to go lift, and yeah, having a pretty hungry day, as I mentioned earlier, but you know what? It's okay. The energy is good. I'm gonna go attempt to get a pump, even though I'm pretty low carb. And we'll see what happens. So just got back from the gym and stopped by the store. Let me show you guys what I got real quick, because everybody always likes to see the food, the groceries. So just went to Wally World, aka Walmart, because it's right next to my gym, so it's super convenient. So got my little Walmart staples. So got some unsweetened almond milk. I put this in my coffee a lot. So it's what I use it for. And then I got my tuna packets. So I have one of these a day. Really like the ranch flavor. It does have 3.5 grams of fat, so it has a little bit more fat than like the normal tuna, but I also like tomato basil, so I got one of those. A couple of ranch, and then I got some liquid egg whites because they're easy, and honestly, yes, they're a little bit more expensive than whole eggs. I could just use the egg whites of a whole egg, but I'll be very honest, egg whites out of a carton are very, very easy to cook as an omelet. So I got some gum. This is my favorite gum, the extra spearmint gum. Love it. I got some Crystal Light. So I always get asked if I eat or if I consume artificial sweeteners in prep, and the answer is in moderation. I think some people, you know, can't tolerate artificial sweeteners. Some people though, in moderation, they're fine. I'm one of those people that in moderation, they're fine. It's not like I'm downing like, you know, a whole box of these a day. I just, you know, use it in my water, usually like once or twice a day. I got some mustard, I know, very exciting. And then I got some zucchini because I needed some zucchini, and because I've been having zucchini with my last meal of the day. And then I got 2 flavored waters because I will enjoy these occasionally. So this is key lime. These are exclusively from Walmart, the Clear American brand. Very, very good. Love these. So if I'm having a day where I'm like really hungry, these can kind of help and hold me over in between meals. And last but not least, of course, you know, how to get a bag of peas, because I have peas, but like I've been going through them so quickly, so figured I just might as well grab one while I'm there. So that was my little Walmart haul. Wasn't super exciting. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then we will chat prep, shows, my check-in from this week, and all that jazz. Okay, friends, so let me give you guys an explanation. I feel like I owe you guys kind of some answers as far as like I've been talking all about prep and like prepping for a show, but I haven't really said what show I'm doing because to be very honest with you guys and transparent, I don't 100% know what show I'm doing yet for my first show. You know, there is a show, I'll be very honest, there's a show in Miami in June, at the beginning of June, that I really would love to do. However, do I think I'm gonna be ready? It's hard to tell. Honestly, that would be like 2.5 weeks from now. And I truly think I think I'm ready from the front, but I still think I have some ways to go in my glutes, probably just like maybe 3 more pounds. So I'll post my most recent progress pictures up here. But I talked with my coach this week and he's like, well, let's give it another week. Let's see. Honestly, when you're stage lean, things can change pretty quickly, right? So I'm getting leaner and things can, you know, things change daily. So we're going to give it another week and then really make a decision from there. He, you know, his thing is he really wants me to be confident going into my first show. He doesn't want me to just go in kind of feeling like meh, because he wants my first show of the season to be a good experience. So I respect that completely. So I kind of am the type of competitor that like, I don't mind jumping into shows last minute either. Sometimes like I'd prefer for my body to almost tell me when it's ready rather than me to like commit to a show too far out. But anyway, that's just me. So I put my progress pictures above. Oh, and I will share some feedback from Paul, my coach, in this video. I'll share it right here in a sec. But I was really proud of some of these responses because some of the things he was saying, like I've never heard him say to me before, and it was just like really like rewarding. The fact that he thinks I'm going to be competitive this season, like it made me really happy because, you know, he knows a lot about this sport, and so for him to say that and for him not to normally say that type of stuff, he doesn't just throw that around lightly. I was like, oh my God, wow, okay. I was starting to believe in myself a little bit more, you know, and I'll be honest, this week was really challenging. I had prep goggles so bad in a sense of like, I know I'm lean, but I was taking my progress pictures and I'm kind of just like, ugh, I feel like I'm not lean enough. I feel like I'm just kind of meh. But like, that's what happens when you get deep into prep. And I recognize this about myself. I know I don't see myself with clear vision. Therefore, I'm immensely grateful for having a coach for that reason, just to kind of like talk some sense into me when I'm this deep into prep. So I'll put some of the clips of his check-in video right here in a sec so you guys can kind of see some of the stuff he had to say.
Body composition is improving. Let's look at the pictures. I see your waist looks really small, and it's getting very clear just how much muscle you've added. Your shoulder, your upper body to lower body ratios are so good because when the physique is ready, you're going to be a real challenge to beat. Like, you're going to be a real competitor this year, like competitive. So that's my thought.
So you guys, it is the evening and I'm getting ready to make my last meal of the night. I'll just let you guys know what it is because it's pretty much been the same thing like every night for the past few weeks just because I like this meal. If it is a refeed day, if it is a high carb day though, I usually do add some carbs to this meal, like some more carbs to this meal, but I don't know if I told you guys, because I can't remember if I vlogged since then, but I don't think I have. Over a week ago, like a week and a half ago, Paul, because I had mentioned that we may potentially do this June show, we decided to like rev the engine a little bit and he got pretty aggressive with things. Not overly aggressive to the point where it's like unhealthy. I'm still fine. Don't you guys worry. But aggressive to the point where my carbs are very low, my cardio is very high, and this is, fun fact, the most aggressive I've ever gotten in prep, or I've had to get in prep. Mainly why we got that aggressive, or why he changed my protocol last week, was because in case we do the June show, like I told you guys earlier, it's not out of the cards yet. We're gonna kind of see what my body does this week. But again, Paul wants me to be completely confident going into my first show, whatever it is. So we'll see if the June show happens. And if it does, I'll take you guys along for the ride. I'll do a vlog. But okay, now before I ramble on for too long, my last meal, avocado for my fat source. I usually do a half of an avocado daily. Avocado is super rich in potassium, FYI. Fun fact for you, actually has more potassium in it than a banana. I believe it's like a half of an avocado has more potassium in it than a medium banana. So next thing is going to be, of course, my beloved sweet peas. I'm gonna have some of these. Sweet peas, by the way, very, very rich in fiber. If you need fiber, lots of vegetables have fiber, but sweet peas have like per half a cup, 5 grams of fiber. So, and then I am going to have some zucchini air fried. So I cut it up in slices, put it in the air fryer. Gonna have that. So we have avocado, peas, zucchini, and then grilled chicken. So I've actually just been sauteing my chicken recently. I cut it up because I find that it's less dry if you actually cook it when you cut it up into small pieces. So not air fried, sauteed chicken breast, peas, some air fried zucchini, and avocado for my last meal of the night. So, you know, one last thing I want to mention to you guys is, last week I mentioned when Paul kind of amped up my protocol, initially I was like, ugh, like I've never been this low calorie, I've never been this high cardio. Again, I'm not like to the point where it's like unhealthy. It's just very extreme at the moment and it's temporary. But I was really struggling for the first few days, and I kept saying, pick up your camera, like film so that people can see, you know, the raw, the real. But my thing is, when I get like when I'm having a really tough day, whether it be physically, mentally, whatever, like the last thing I want to do is pull out my camera. Like what am I gonna do? Pull out my camera and like cry? Like I don't know. But anyways, I kept telling myself to do that, but as I know, sometimes I film these videos and I always come across as being pretty like peppy for the most part, but it's just because when I am at my lowest, I don't want to pull out my camera. But thankfully, once I made it through a few days on the new protocol, with the new food, with the new cardio, I got my routine and I was just fine. And that's typically how I am. Like sometimes I get that first initial protocol and I'm like, that's gonna be tough. But I adjust within a few days and it's all good. So I am happy to be taking you guys along for this prep journey. Like I said, I wanted to be open with you guys about my shows, transparent. I don't 100% know yet. We could potentially be a few weeks out. We could potentially not. I don't know. Whatever it is, I will take you guys along for the ride. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much. Oh, and I do one last thing. I want to share my prep transformation up above. I forgot I wanted to do that. So that shows me from December to now, May. It's about 17 pounds down. So I'm really proud of that, just mainly because like I can't believe like I made it through my gut stuff, my thyroid stuff, and so this transformation means a lot to me. But anywho, if you guys have made it this far in the video, you're the bomb. I appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment below what your favorite part of the video is. If you've made it this far, then I'll know you watched this far. And I hope that wherever you guys are at, you have a great rest of your day.